I did the smartest thing tonight, right? Me and my wife, right? My wife, we had this, every once in a while you got to clean house, right? And be like, all right, let's go where the kid can't hear us. Let's just sit down and we're going to talk about what we've been doing over the last, month, 6 months, decade, depending on how long it's been since you've had those talks, right? Having a talk in a relationship is like fucking the end of your year when you have to do your taxes and you didn't organize anything and you got a year's worth of fucking receipts all sticking out all over the place and you just keep putting it off, you know what I mean? The next thing you know, the box is fucking another box down the street, right? So we try to air it out. So we went out, all right, got some chicken wings, and we just I think we were just going to go out to hang. We knew that we needed to hang out. Like, we got to hang out, right? The kid's taking a lot of our us time. We need to go fucking hang out. So we go hang out, and then just all this shit came out, all right? And one of the things that I was doing is I was ruining television for her because I don't shut up when I watch TV. I imitate people. I make fun of them. And when the other person is in the room and they want to watch the show, evidently it's really annoying. Of course it's annoying. So, and if she's watching reality TV, like, I never shut up because it's just, I don't know. So I've been trying not, if she's watching something that we both enjoy, like Ozark, or the Black Mirror. Oh, they all got Boston. They got the R's in there. All the shows that we like, Twilight Zone, all of that shit. If we're watching shit like that, I shut up. All right. But if it's anything else, I don't shut the fuck up. So if she's watching like reality shows. So tonight she was watching the Golden Globes. All right. And I know right there, I can't watch that show with her because she's going to get mad at me. So I just wanted to watch Seth's monologue. I always watch the comic because it's such a fucking crazy gig, right? To come out there, you're doing all brand new shit, and like sitting right in the front row, like 2 feet away, is fucking Oprah Winfrey, and Samuel Jackson and Willem Dafoe. All these fucking people are there. It's like the whole. Everything you're watching at home on TV, right? Television shows, movies, all of a sudden it turns around and looks at you while you go out there with the new fucking 10 minutes or whatever the hell it is they do. So I'm watching that. Seth is fucking killing. And the first time I talked was at some point when I saw Oprah was sitting there and I leaned over and go, can you imagine doing your jokes and Oprah is like right there? She was like, and I was like, oh, fuck. All right. And I just, it's like, all right, I'm going to shut up. And then the award show started. And the smartest thing I did is I pretended I had to go do something. And I just sort of got up and I walked out. So I wouldn't do the rest of it. I wouldn't do the rest. I wouldn't ruin the fucking show for her. And guess what? We're not in a fight right now. It's unbelievable. And I just stayed in the kitchen. I made some waffles. I'm one of those breakfast for dinner kind of guys. That's how I do it. That's my swagger. That's the Marlboro man that I have in me. I just realized the second I said that, that's like some shit you say when you're trying to be interesting on a date, or if you're too dumb to know you're not interesting, you would say something. First of all, I want to thank everyone who's still listening to this. The fact that I said I'm a breakfast for dinner kind of guy. All right? What I should have said was I like having breakfast for dinner sometimes. But I said I'm a breakfast for dinner kind of guy. Once you say kind of guy, you should be legally required to do the double fucking pistol shot with you. With your fingers. I'm that kind of guy. Bang, bang. Side of fucking sausage. So I was out there making waffles. And she yelled out. She goes, Sammy won, Sammy won. Sam Rockwell won. So I obviously love Sam. And he did something that's really hard to do. He had a great speech. And then, I was watching a little bit more, and I felt all these things that I was going to say, so I just walked out. I walked out before I said something stupid, if your tux is all black, you're not a rapist. Welcome to the Golden Globes. Like, I would have been doing shit like that. Do you realize you could be an absolute fucking monster? Okay, but if you wore an all-black tuxedo, like, no, everyone would be looking at you like you were progressive. That's why, I understand why it's done, because it's a show of strength, and everybody's like, yes, this is obviously something that, needs to stop, yada, 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 and a bunch of other obvious shit. But it also creates this thing where you can just walk in and no one's going to fuck with you because you're wearing the right uniform. That's why I don't like all of that political correctness stuff, is because you create a roadmap for people to just get across the river, because they know what to say and what not to say when they're in public, and everybody's like, oh, he said Native American, he said blah, 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 blah. Well, obviously, and he has an all-black tuxedo, he must be a good person. All right? Now, all of this is just shit that no one wants to fucking hear when they're trying to watch. So I ran in, I saw Sam Rockwell. When I heard Carol Burnett was there, I ran in, I saw that. And when I heard Roseanne Barr and John Goodman were on, I ran in and I watched that, And what else? No, I saw something else. I saw Jennifer Aniston. Oh, she was there with Carol Burnett. How fucking great does she look? I'm telling you, man, she does not age at all. Her and fucking Howie Long. I said the exact same. That's kind of weird, right? I said the exact same thing when I saw Howie Long today when I was watching the playoffs. I was like, he fucking looks unbelievable. Guy just does not, he has not lost one hair on top of his head. I haven't been able to have that haircut since I was like 15. Anyways, why don't I read a little bit of advertising, shall I? Shall I read a little bit of advertising? Oh, look who's back. Indochino. Talk about how every man looks better in a suit. Yes, they do, especially if it's an all-black suit at the Golden Globes. So we know that you're progressive. Okay? We know that you're a progressive person. You're not wearing that suit to hopefully ward off any investigation on yourself.